Weapons and equipment. Both sides have a full modern arsenal, but there are differences in how they acquire and use them. Warzone weapons. Warzone operators start out with a mere pistol when they drop. They must loot weapons from supply boxes or ground loot quickly. Eventually, they can call in a loadout drop bought at a station or perhaps given as an event, which grants the entire squad their pre-configured custom weapons and perks. These custom guns are highly optimized, attachments that reduce recoil, large magazines, and more. Warzone's gun selection includes assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, snipers and marksman rifles, shotguns, and tactical rifles, typically based on real-world modern firearms. Warzone guns generally have very low recoil and are hit scan or fast projectile out of medium range, making them easy to control in full auto. Time to kill, or TTK, in Warzone can be extremely fast, a few hundred milliseconds if shots land, especially with high damage guns at close range. Additionally, Warzone players can carry one lethal and one tactical equipment, two of each if they have the right perk. Their toolkit might include frag grenades, Simtacs, sticky bombs, C4 throwing knives, which instantly finish a downed enemy, Molotovs, thermite charges, or the new drill charge that can flush out enemies behind cover. For tactical gear, they have flashbangs, stun grenades, concussions, smoke grenades, tear gas, heartbeat sensors, snapshot grenades, decoy grenades, stim shots, and a few more. Such a variety means Warzone fighters often initiate fights with a flashbang or a stun. A stunned Battlefield soldier is easy prey for the Call of Duty players. Two flashes in a row could disable a whole squad's vision while Warzone rushes for the kill. Battlefield weapons. Battlefield troops spawn with their chosen kit and weapon from the get-go. There is no looting. They have their primary, which could include assault rifles from assault class, LMGs for support, sniper rifles for recon, SMGs/carbines for engineer. Battlefield 6 changed some of these restrictions, but generally, each has a favorite weapon, and they also carry a secondary pistol. They also have limited ammo, which can be resupplied by the support class. Battlefield gunplay has more realistic recoil and spread. Automatic fire is often less accurate at range, so burst firing is common. There's also a bullet drop and travel time for long-range shots, meaning snipers have to lead targets at distance. Whereas in Warzone, sniper rifles, particularly with high-velocity rounds, are very fast and relatively flat shooting. Shotguns on the Battlefield sides are mentioned to have a lot of damage, likely brutally effective in close range. Though I think the Battlefield shotguns might be a bit stronger than the COD shotguns, as the COD shotguns in-game are usually trash. Battlefield soldiers each carry a couple of gadgets. These are class tools as discussed, and one grenade, frag, or specialized per class, plus maybe one throwable tactical, like a smoke for support, stun/flash for an assault, and you know the rest. The quantity is more limited. A Battlefield assault might have one flashbang and one frag by default, unless resupplied. This means Warzone's ability to spam grenades could overwhelm a Battlefield squad that already threw its one smoke and has nothing left until the ammo crate arrives. Customization and mid-battle adjustments. Warzone players upon death can edit their loadout for their next redeploy. This means if they notice the Battlefield team doing something a bit different, let's say using a lot of vehicles and snipers, they can switch to different classes or loadout to adapt. Battlefield players are also able to change loadouts on respawn, but class restrictions apply. An engineer can't spawn with a sniper rifle unless they switch to recon class. Warzone's flexibility with overkill and no class binding means potentially every Warzone player can be what they need to be at any moment once they have their loadout.
Okay, now I need to let people know that this right here is a absolute crime. She looks chopped in the game, but in real life, she's not chopped at all. I absolutely don't like that. I'm sorry I'm putting my little 2 cents in, but it just doesn't make sense to purposely make her ugly in the game, and she's not ugly in real life. Anyways, back to the video.
Whereas the Battlefield always needs a mix. You can't have everyone suddenly be anti-air if only engineers have AA launchers. unless they all redeploy as engineer class, but then you lose medics, and that could be a problem. Impact on the battle. In raw firepower per soldier, Warzone's custom guns might actually outshine Battlefield's, at least in handling. A tuned Warzone assault rifle has minimum recoil and high ADS speed. A Battlefield assault rifle might kick more, and the player might not be running a meta build. Battlefield doesn't usually have meta attachments in the same sense that balance guns differently. Also, aim assist on consoles. Warzone aim assist is known to be very generous, allowing controller users to track targets efficiently. Battlefield's aim assist exists, but is generally less sticky. If many players are on controller, Warzone team could have a slight aiming edge in close and medium range fights due to this. That said, Battlefield weapons can be very deadly too, especially at range and with combined arms. A Battlefield support with a bipod LMG can lay down suppressive fire with less recoil when mounted. Moreover, the Battlefield's ammo constraint could actually be a problem if not managed. Warzone players via munition boxes or just by looting fallen ammo might have plenty of bullets to keep shooting. Battlefield players rely on support dropping ammo. If a squad is without one, they could run dry in a prolonged fight, forcing them to scavenge off dead bodies. Warzone's habit of looting means they'll happily grab Battlefield weapons off the ground as backups. Though I'm not sure if I think I would allow this in this scenario. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Another factor, melee combat. Warzone has a plethora of melee options, knives, swords, even Kali sticks, which is some of my favorite, which can be insta-kill if you get close enough. Battlefield has brutal knife takedowns from behind, and maybe a survival knife, but fewer exotic melee weapons. In tight quarters, a stealthy Warzone player might actually get behind a group and perform execution animations, though those take time and leave you very vulnerable. It's a minor thing, but shows Warzone's anything goes combat style versus Battlefield's more standard issue approach. Overall, Warzone's weapon advantage is in close medium range, lethality, and rate of utility. More grenades, more stuns. Battlefield's weapon advantage is range and combined arms integration, weapons plus vehicles. If fights occur at longer range, say 200 plus meters, Battlefield snipers and vehicle-mounted guns will outperform Warzone's assault rifles and SMGs that have damage drop-off. If fights occur at close range, building interiors or alleyways, Warzone quick handling and flashbang usage will likely allow them to clear rooms much faster. So, the terrain of engagement matters. Urban combat favors Warzone style. Open field combat might favor the Battlefield styles a lot more.